Bhakti Hawa, Bhakti Shai, Bhakti Hawa, Bhakti Shai, Bhakti Hawa, Bhakti Shai. It's an additional epistle to the 12 tribes of Israel. The bonus to elders and apostles who have been laboring in the truth and honor to any brother pushing the likewise doctrine or any brother or says believe in the last days. Isaiah 2:4. He shall judge among the nations, and he shall rebuke many people. They shall beat their swords into plowshares, and beat their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they fall, neither shall they learn war anymore.
So we know that somehow Israel, the idea of Israel, has turned into they're the oppressors that they used to be fleeing. So they've been oppressing the Palestinian people like crazy, and
so that's what happened according to when the Israelites got back in the land. That all nations would perpetually be their slaves, which which the small hands have gone through their financial system, but not physically. And these nations should not learn war anymore, which is clearly not happening because that land is just full of war, and we know those small hats, they can't handle no smoke.
So they're in control of the whole thing. And it's the Gaza Strip's an open air prison. It's horrible. They shoot people just outright. It's not good. And here it is. This isn't a parody. This is a promotion video for a suicide drone capable of entering Palestinian homes undetected.
Oh.
And it's made by Israel's largest weapons firm.
Ecclesiastes 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Because with these Edomites, man, you got so many different factions. You got Amalek, as the Israelis. You got Amalek as in the Palestinians. You got Ishmael mixed in there. You have more Jakes mixed in there. You have more Jakes among them than you do, the Israeli. And you also had laws to where people had to identify legally as Israeli or Arab, to keep their rights. So if you were still the peasant class in there, you probably would identify as Arab. So how can, Amalek against Amalek, Esau against Esau, who can partake in his goods, man? The Ottomans, versus the Ashkenazi. People just came out the caves, came out, caves wars went different directions, but they're just so selfish.
And the drone also speaks bad Arabic. Trying to make jokes here, folks. This is hard stuff. Here we go.
Element Systems presents Lanius Search and Attack in One. New, innovative, autonomous, lethal solution. The Lanius is equipped with AI tech.
Isaiah 10:05. O Syrian, the rod of my anger, the staff in their hands is mine indignation. And the Lord, He gives us righteousness and evil, man. He put all his evil thoughts, man, into Esau, man. As he did say that Esau, man, Esau led by Satan. Whatever. The Lord's gonna let every idea, man. This is the last time, man. The Lord has for these Israelites, man. He won't let these heathen, and even these heathen in these type of fashions, in these technological fashions, man. He gonna give Esau everything, man. He gave Esau everything in wickedness, and in carnality, he's giving the Israelites everything in spirituality and righteousness,
Technologies.
And even dominion over evil, man. So we get both portions,
Allows navigation to building, scanning the building to identify openings, scanning and mapping, object avoidance, enemy detection and classification, target incrimination by human and lethality. The system indemnifies blocked openings and can perform ad hoc lethal ambush.
This is real. This is real.
Lanius, search and attack in.
So these small hats will tell you this is a fulfillment of prophecy. This is always the first verse I'm going to every time.
Search and attack in one. So I guess it's official. Israel is the underdog. Ha! Jesus. With the money they spend on this ad, They could have just bought 10,000 feet of barbed wire, then changed their mind, then taken down the barbed wire, and then changed their mind again, and then put it back up. But the ad, did you see that ad? It ends with like an Enya beat.
Mm-hmm.
Just when I'm ordering killer drones, they put me on hold. So that's so Lanius, Latin for butcher. Did you know that?
No.
That's what it's called. Is a kamikaze drone system equipped with artificial intelligence. It can navigate autonomously, find its way through narrow gaps in buildings, and recognize human targets. The weapon still needs human intervention to attack, but technically it already has the capability to make the decision to kill by itself. Do they teach ethics at an artificial intelligence school? I'm sure that we're only going to use this against terrorists, right? I mean, why would you question this drone? What are you, Henry Ford? Come on, am I right? Does anyone else suspect that one reason why no solution to the Palestine has ever been found is that it provides endless opportunities for the army and manufacturers to test their kit and tactics? Yes. But then there's also East Detroit, right? That's real. And you wonder, and you know, oh my God. And so if there's one thing I wish I could do is to talk sense into RFK Jr. about the Israel-Palestinian.
He may see like a bull candidate, man. Either he pro-Israel, man, or you can he pro-Israel, man. But you know, he probably already juiced it for even just being in a running and being in that position. Either way, he gonna get chased out.
He does a bad job with it. He's missing this issue hard.
You're either gonna get him out of Bernie, or you're gonna get chased out. You know.
Hard. And Israel also has a stranglehold on our own government here in the United States. So just like we have to break the hold of big pharma on our corporation, on our government, we have to break the hold of Israel lobby on our government. And I'll be lobbying RFK Jr. to be doing that for sure. Hey, come see us on tour. We'll be in Baltimore, San Francisco.
When you want to bring a class to life, download the Google app for iPhone. Just search.
Imagine how that could be used in Jacob Trumbull, man.
The fantasy of X-ray vision is...
Russia got that technology that they could track. They could send a nuke. Just say your phone. Look at your phone and send a nuke. So you think they can't do that with a drone?
Becoming a reality, thanks to researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Jake, niggas be playing, man. The Lord can send you as a personal drone.
Graduate students have developed software that uses Wi-Fi signals to recognize silhouettes behind walls.
And it turned out that, yeah, we were able...
Man, people value the code just so much. All the code just do, they create technology to destroy your life. You know, what they created crack cocaine. 13 years before it had like a definition. But it was defined. I believe I'm not sure if that's right amount of years, but that's what they do in these colleges.
To detect that, and then as we discovered that we can detect it, then we started asking even more advanced questions. Can we use it to detect exactly how people are moving in the space, even if they are behind a wall or occluded?
To see movement in real time, a more primitive method is used. A simple red ball tracks this student as he makes his way through the room and takes a seat. Elevation data of a tracked object can show when a person has taken a fall.
This is his elevation across time, so when he falls, we see that there's a sharp change in elevation, and then we see that his location is on the ground.
Researchers say the technology will help healthcare providers and families keep closer tabs on the young or the elderly.
This is a device that basically tracks people through wireless signals. It can do so in a variety of ways, from motion to identifying who a person is based on the shape of their skeleton, as well as measuring their breathing and heart rate.
Can you hold your breath? Okay, he inhaled a lot, so...
And behold, I made thee small and despised among the heathen. I made thee small among the heathen. Thou art great despised from Amalek, man. The bright of the heart hath deceived thee. Thou dwell in the clefts of the rock. Thou inhabitest as high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? No, thou shalt exalt thyself as the eagle, man. He's doing that physically, spiritually, technologically, man. You see him doing it now. He's the eagle. Eagle could highest flying bird. He could see everything from a bird's eye view, man. And he allowed this, man. He showed you in movies like Batman. You just sit there and be entertained, man. And now that he brought all these movies down the garbage, man. You should have people just eating up that trash and they're not even seeing, the narratives and the messages, man. The predictive programming, man. Said that. Exalt thyself as the eagle. Though he set his nest amongst against the stars, hence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Up, and then it's constant, you see? So, which means because she's not holding her breath, and her heart rate is pretty high. I think she had already
They also say the technology has uses for law enforcement as well as the military.
In case of hostage, for example, you don't want to send the police inside without knowing where the people are standing or where the hostages are, if there's somebody with a gun, where they are standing, so that they come prepared.
MIT hopes to bring the healthcare device to market by 2017. Luke Sheridan, The Associated Press.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app, and $9.99 a month for a music app, and $12.99 for a fitness app, and more money for...
Welcome to the stage, co-founders of the Center for Humane Technology, Tristan Harris.
Birthday Hawa, birthday Haushad, birthday Hawa, birthday Haushad, birthday Hawa, birthday Haushad. I hope this last one identified, man. These people are not the people, man. All they do is they need more weapons, man. More wicked weapons, man. That will be used on the small acts, man. They're not only teaching, they should be teaching people righteousness, man, but they're teaching people in oppression, man. They're exporting more oppression, man. My next lesson, hopefully, Lord willing, they will go more into these technologies that these people are exporting. They're exporting, weapons of oppression, torture, occupation, and it will be used on us, Jacob Shovel, man. Despair, man, one of these will be used on a brother. He didn't go face him. Maybe a woman out here trying to get a brother to turn back, she looked back, a drone come, it work on him, not work on them, not him or his family, maybe his whole family, not him, or maybe just someone just a sister just down a brother, man, or woman down a brother. She playing a brother, talking about she disgusting. She'll never take with him. See a drum. You don't even work on the brother, man. That's gonna change your status, man. Man, it's gonna be back the days old, man. Brother's gonna have the hair fronts, bro. It's like I know this Zechariah 8:23. Thus saith the Lord, a host of armies in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all the languages of the nations, even they shall take a hold of him. No, take a hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we shall go with you. Or we have heard that Yahweh Shem outside is with you, man. They gonna see that, man. When the weapons like these come out, man. But when when you out here fighting out these drones, man, unless someone sees some family member gets exploded, you jump away, you smack it away, man. Or a woman's husband gets exploded, you smack away. Bro, people see that, man. People see bus on tournament camps, man. That's gonna create stories, man. They're gonna be legendary, man. As the days old, man, we gonna be famous, man, at righteousness, man. Famous at uncorruption, man. We gonna be famous, man. Based off that spiritual power, ain't nobody bought us. Ain't gonna be no video of us, slurping a donkey or getting punked, man. These people say, oh, I wanna be a rapper, I wanna be a rapper. How nobody in the world notice that, man. And that's why you see people on mass psychosis, mass formation psychosis. Okay, people, there's some things that have been said, but because they want that money, because they want that fame, they will let it go over their mind. So all these people, man, they look up to men who getting popped for that fame. We gonna get to that righteousness, man, when these weapons come out, man. And are used against us. Nobody, how about shut me outside? I hope this lesson was edifying.